What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cop Abroad. I'm CJ, and this is your match preview, Liverpool versus Fulham. Before we get into anything, guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Again, I appreciate everybody who's been viewing and coming along for this journey, but let's make sure we're hitting that like and subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Guys, this is a must win game for Liverpool. Our form in the Premier League prior to the international break, the 3 games before, was abysmal. We lost to Wolves, drew with a hapless, terrible Tottenham team, and lost to Brighton. Even if we would have drawn Wolves but beat Tottenham, we would be 4 points clear right now of Chelsea in the 5 position, with the potential to go 7 points clear with the win. That would be such a big boost. Instead, we're 1 point clear. Yes, we could go 4 ahead, but that's why it's must, because after this game, we got Everton, we got Villa, we got United, Chelsea. We have fixtures that are going to be coming up thick and fast, so must win. Must win. Fulham, on the other hand, they've been a pretty good side this season. Against us, they've been a thorn in our side. We haven't beaten them in our last 3. Marco Silva's been doing a great job there, getting that team built, getting them to play well. And they have match winners. That's the scary part. Star boy Harry Wilson. We'll get into the predicted 11, but, I look at the lineups and I think, man, they can get after us, absolutely. So it's gonna be a good game. Wouldn't expect anything less. With our form, anything could happen. So let's get into these predicted 11s, guys. For us, I think we need to revert back, obviously, to a 4. We're not doing another back 3, back 5 again. That was crazy. So I'm going a 4-2-3-1 system. Alisson's still out injured, so we got Marmadashvili in goal. Got Frimpong on the right. I know Slot was talking about might be injured, whatnot, but I think you got to play Frimpong here. I would rest Gomez, get him for the PSG game. Both guys are made of glass this season, or Gomez just overall. Maybe Soboslai's got to go back there to try and keep those guys healthy. Not something I want to see, but I could very well see that. But I'm going Frimpong just for the sake of it. Konate, Van Dijk, because we got nobody else. And here's where I would start Robinson. Let's go. Announced he's leaving, but I think you put him in the lineup hour before kickoff. Get Anfield ready. Get them to get behind him. Get some energy in the crowd. I think it's a great way to just galvanize the entire stadium, galvanize everybody, and even the players. Maybe they want to play for Robbo, they want to play for Salah, who are leaving. We only got a handful of games left at Anfield, so get him in the side. Gravenberch and Soboslai in the 2. Again, if Soboslai's got to go to right back, you could put Jones, you could put McAllister in there. But I would go those 2. And then on the right, I'm going Salah. You're bringing him back in. Didn't play a minute at the PSG game. I think you got to get him back in the team. Unfortunately, his form hasn't been great, but we just don't really have an option for that right side for backup. So I think you bring him back in. Vert's in the middle of that. And I'd go Ingamoa. We all know how that might go, though. Could be Gakpo. Could be Verts on the left, Soboslai up there, McAllister behind. Like I said, this is kind of my own version of what I would like to see. Well, I guess the next one isn't really what I want to see, but Gakpo up front. The only reason I say Gakpo up front is because Ekitike has played a lot of minutes for us. He played internationally with France, and he just doesn't look quite himself. I think he needs a break, and I just don't think Isak is fit enough yet. So that's kind of how I would run that. So you're getting a little bit of rotation and still some solidity there. But, man, we got to score goals. We really need to put the ball in the back of the net. So Fulham predicted 11. I have it down as a 4-2-3-1 on here, but probably like a 4-3-3. Maybe they go 5 at the back. I'm not too sure with Fulham, but I got Bert Leno in goal. Anthony Robinson at left back, can get up and down, put in crosses. Great defender. Calvin Bassey, Anderson, and Castagna across that back line. That's a solid back line. If they do revert to a 3 with the 2 wing backs at Castagna and Robinson, I could also see that as well. But I think Tete's injured, so I don't know if they could do that. I don't know who else their other center backs are, or if they would. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys know anything, let me know down in the comments. And then Iwobi, Burge, and King to kind of do the midfield 3, or if you wanted to go 4-2-3, you'd go Iwobi, Burge, and then Harry Wilson on the right, Josh King, and Oscar Bob, and then probably Jimenez or Munoz. They got Emil Smith Rowe, they got Munoz. So I mean, like I said, they have some players up top that can hurt you. So it's gonna be a really good game. It's gonna be hard fought. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they reverted to a low block and just tried to catch us on the counter with some of those guys. Get Harry Wilson out in space, get Jimenez pulling Konate and Van Dijk everywhere, and I mean, when Smith Rowe comes on too, if he doesn't start, he could come on, change the game. I've seen it before. So it's gonna be an interesting tactical battle, but we have to get it right. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. This is a must win. We've got to make top 5, y'all. Got to make top 5. Score predictions. The worst part is we haven't been scoring goals. Like, we didn't score against PSG. We didn't score against City. The goal against Brighton was because Dunk headed it backwards, and Kirk has tapped it over the goalie. We only scored 1 against a hapless Tottenham, and we only scored 1 against Wolves. We need goals, y'all. We need goals. We've scored 2 goals. No, we've scored 3 goals, but given up like 11 in the last 5. That's insane. So I'd love a clean sheet, but I don't think we're going to get a clean sheet. So that means they're going to score. If I think we're going to win, I think we have to win, then I got to go 2. So 2-1 to Liverpool. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your score predictions. Think we can keep a clean sheet? Yes or no? Let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, guys, it's a must win. Like I said, let's get behind the team. Robertson hopefully gets a start. Let's give him the start of the send-off. Him and Salah. Let's get this team back galvanized. Let's get this team back to fight. Let's get Anfield rocking again. At least if we can do that, we give ourselves a chance each and every single game. So yeah. Guys, like, subscribe. Again, I appreciate all the views. I appreciate all the likes, all the subscribers out there. Let's keep it up. Share. Follow me on X, Instagram. Also, if anybody wants to collab or is starting out on their journey on their own and they want to do something, we can do that. Just DM me. I'm open to everything. Like I said, I'm just trying to create a community, and I know what it was like for me starting out, just like a week ago, but once you get it going and get it started, it's a lot of fun, and I'd love to collab with people. So just let me know. Again, appreciate you guys as always. It's up the Reds. Let's get this atmosphere going. Come on. Up the Reds. Must win. Let's go.